I just got back from the thrift shop, one that I don't get to visit very often, and went through their jewelry. Took me about 15 minutes or so, and I picked out some things. They are contained in this bag. Two things to know. Um, the contents of the bag weigh 292 grams, and I paid $43. This is probably mostly for you stackers out there to think about why you might want to stack jewelry. For you jewelry people out there, you might just find this entertaining, but I suspect you're going to know a lot of what I'm actually going to talk about. So let's have a quick dump. What do we got here? We have jewelry. Now, some of these things, when I grabbed them, they were fairly obviously silver. Like, for those of you who've been around silver for a while, you look at that and go, yep, that's silver. So then it's just a matter of hunting around for the 925 mark, which is right there. Now, the interesting thing about this is that this is remarkably gaudy. I mean, just that is very. That's probably glass, in fact. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't glass. We'll break out the gem tester at some point and see what these stones might be. But when I saw this, I thought, wow, that is costume jewelry. Why is there costume jewelry on a nice piece of silver? And then I looked closer and found the 925 and realized, well, it's just costume jewelry looking silver. And then as I kept casting around the place, I kept finding more things that looked like costume jewelry. But upon inspection, and if you've been around silver for a while, you'll know this look. Upon closer inspection, 925, India. So that piece is peacocks. Looks like enamel peacocks. Some kind of faceted sparkly stone. I wish my grandma were still around. I'd give this straight to her. She would love this piece. Pretty good for $1. This was in the dollar bin at the thrift shop. But one of the things that I want you to think about as you look through this is think, man, that stuff looks super gaudy and looks like it's just costume jewelry. The answer is yes, it does look like it's just costume jewelry. Again, we've got a very interesting situation, at least in my book, where we have a piece that looks like it's just seriously costume jewelry on an incredibly nice, like this is, I mean, think about all the work that went into this. Someone wove that sterling together. And if we do a little digging and we do a little looking, let's see, where is the sterling mark on this puppy? I know I found a sterling. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. 925. And you know, these came in at the same time. Same person bought them. Probably same place. And again, we'll have to find out if those stones are actually something real or they're just glass. They might be, CZs or something. But that's not really what I care about. This is a lot of silver. That's what I care about. Especially a lot of silver for the money. Some of the pieces you'll find when you're at a thrift shop will be like this, where they've got a nice $1 price tag over. Oh, sorry, bumped my thrift shop lamp there. 925 mark. This one looks like it's from Mexico. Kind of an interesting little thing there. And as we continue, marcasites, which are those little sort of black, silvery stones. I'm not sure what the stone in the middle is. If we flip her over, there we got our 925 mark. I apparently have acquired a silver bead somewhere. Here we have a ring, which I believe is silver. Yep. Got a little 925 in there. I'm not sure if my camera's going to pick it up, though. Yeah, there we go. Little silver ring. This piece, I think, is silver. You know what? They just tossed this one in. That sure looks like silver, but I haven't spotted the 925 on that one. That is definitely the lightest piece, so we'll set that aside for right now. Have a look at this big gaudy thing. Looks like you've got both 925 silver and gold plate. And if we look on the back and do a little hunting, what are we going to find? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Right there we have Thailand. Right there. And there should be a 925. Yeah, Thailand, a 925. And I find most of this Thai silver to be pretty good. Part of why it's so shiny, though, is that they would frequently plate it with a rhodium. So you'll have like extremely shiny looking silver. It doesn't look quite right. You know, this is most likely going to be plated with rhodium. Got another piece here. This one definitely looks right for silver. I don't know why it's got a little eyeball staring at us. But if we flip her over, that piece is from Turkey. $925. Let's see, what do we got next here? This one's pretty cool, frankly. And there we go, $925. You just put it on your chain that way. And then we have 3 more pieces. This one, I got a little less for the silver and a little bit more. It is silver, and it is marked 925. You can see that here. But these cameos can actually be quite valuable. And I have a neighbor who's not very mobile, but sells stuff on Etsy. And when I find a piece like this, I give it to her so she can sell it. And we got 2 last pieces. Now these 2 pieces are, well, this one in particular is a big reason that I wanted to make this video. If you look, this looks like the gaudiest, craziest thing ever. But it's got a pretty nice way to open itself up. And it's pretty well made. And then right there, you've got 925 China. Now, as you might suspect, not all the Chinese stuff is actually silver. And what I've actually found using the XRF machine down at the pawn shop, let me pull out my keys, my little magnet here stuck to my proto. You can see here that this thing does not react to the magnet. This is probably going to be gold plated, solid silver, but most of this Chinese stuff, I'm noticing that they don't do 925 silver. They don't do 90% silver. It'll be like 91% or 80% or 80.5%. They manage to short whoever they're producing this for, but not by so much that it's the end of the world. It's just, oh, we had a minor quality control thing. So this isn't quite 925, but we'll still call it 925. And that's what I've been finding with this Chinese stuff when we throw it on the machine, is that it is solid silver, just not quite as advertised. Now, here's the piece that I really wanted to talk about, because this one has some kind of something. I'm not sure what that is. And it looks gaudy and weird and like a piece of costume jewelry that's just made out of trash. But it doesn't react at all to the magnet. And I was confused because the more I looked at it, the more I realized that as gaudy and as crazy as this thing looks, and as weird as the colors are, it's actually very well made. And if you look real close inside here, you're probably already spotting the markings. But there we go. We got our 925 right there. And right above it, we have a mark I haven't quite been able to figure out. And another mark I haven't quite been able to figure out. But, let's see if I can see it right here. It says, aha. That part says bronze right there. So what you're looking at here is where you stackers will start to go a little crazy. If you're trying to figure out how many of my 292 grams I bought were of pure silver, you're gonna have a hard time figuring that out, because here we have silver, 925 silver, mixed with bronze. So how do you separate those two things out and get a weight? Moreover, if you look at all this other stuff, all these other little treasures I've got in here, like, obviously you're going to have to discount most of this one, but there's still silver there. How much do these stones weigh? How much does that big stone in the middle weigh? It's a good question. I don't know. And if you are going to stack in this fashion with a hoard of silver, you have to get really comfortable with not being sure how much silver you actually have. Because I have a notion here, maybe I've got 200 grams. I certainly have more than $43 worth of silver. And if I sell these things as pieces of jewelry, quite a bit more. But how much more? I don't know. So when we talk about a stack, if that ambiguity drives you crazy, this is not the way to stack. It is, however, not a bad way to augment your stack, because if you are piling up silver, you can be grabbing these things along the way and then selling them, and then using that money and the profits from that to get more bullion or get more like sterling flatware or something. So I really thought this was a perfect pile from a thrift shop to talk about adding the possibility of jewelry to your stack, or at least presenting you with that option. And then for, of course, all you jewelry people out there, what the heck? These are some crazy pieces. I have not seen anything like this before. And I'm definitely going to have to research it. That is kind of nuts to me. And what is up with these like beautiful cuffs that have kind of gaudy and frankly not great looking pieces stuck to them? I'm at a loss here, because like this one, I think this is really cool. Like this piece is just super duper cool, but then it's got this on it, and I don't know, maybe it's some people's taste, but these seem like two tastes that don't usually collide. So I'm wondering, did someone buy this piece and then add this piece and then sell it? Tell me what your opinions are. Anyways, that is a pile of stuff I just bought at the thrift shop. I hope you enjoyed the video. Apparently I can grow the channel if you like and subscribe, and hopefully start actually like paying for more silver so that I can make more videos, so that I can pay for more silver to make more videos. And apparently I am, and then, this can just go on and on. So like, subscribe, add a comment, as the YouTubers say, and I hope you are having a great day.